Hello everyone. Today is May 30th, 2016. Today is Memorial Day, and I would like to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. It is time for my weekly update on my garden, in the raised beds, in ground, and on the deck. But I will be breaking them up in separate parts. So this will be the in-ground and raised beds update. Here in this bed, as you can see, I went on ahead and I wood chip mulched the entire beds and in-ground, and it has worked out a little better because I didn't water in 2 days, and the ground was still a little moist, and the plants weren't wilting or anything as if they needed water. So as you can see here, everything is growing nicely. I also got 2 tomato cages for my tomatoes, and as you can see, the Super Sweet 100 has really taken off. It was not that large when I put the cages on, and I think I've only had the cage on for about for a week. I got the cages last Saturday. So you can see that it has actually grown here because it wasn't really that tall, and it also has outgrown the bamboo stick that I put in. But as you can see on this tomato plant, I'm starting to get some tomatoes on there, and there's some flowers here, and there's also some up here and over there. I was wondering why is this plant called Super Sweet 100? Is it supposed to be because it's gonna give you hundreds of tomatoes? Well, I don't see that in this plant. Maybe not just yet, but right now I don't see it. Over here is my yellow pear tomato plant, and I'm also starting to get some tomatoes on this one as well. And there's lots of flowers. I can't believe how big the plant has gotten since I planted it out here, and you can see those tomatoes down in there, how big they are getting. I added the addition of 3 pepper plants. This one is the sweet banana. It has 1 flower bloom. No, it has 2 flower blooms. It has gotten tall. Here is a yellow bell, and over here is a red bell. In the row right here, you can see how my Swiss chard is coming along. I don't know if I should be thinning those out, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to let them grow like that. Here is my radish, and as you can see, something has been eating on them, which is fine. You can start to see where they're starting to bulb up. This first row is the row that I transplanted from when I thinned out the radishes that I had in the containers. They're starting to bulb up, and I'm glad that they took, because I didn't think they were going to take, but I planted them anyway. But you can see that they're starting to bulb up really nicely. And you guys, I know I planted radishes, and the radishes in the containers took off really well. They had really nice huge bulbs on them. I harvested one of them and I tasted it, and I do not like radish. Isn't that funny? But that's okay. I'm enjoying growing it. My honey says that he'll take it in his salad, so they will not go to waste. Over in my second raised bed is where my zucchini and squash are. They are still a little small, but they've gotten flowers on them. They're all male flowers. I haven't seen any female flowers, but they shall come, and I will wait. Here is where I transplanted my beets. They are taking off really well. They are coming along good. I've noticed too that something has been eating on them. I have a lot. I've noticed when I put out the raised beds, I've noticed that I have a lot of pests in my yard, like spiders and a lot of ants. Not sure what else kind of animals, but I mean insects, but I'm gonna have to do some type of spraying. On this side of this raised bed is where I have spinach planted, and I planted a few more, but only 4 came up, and that's okay. Here is where I have my lettuces. I planted a row of them there, and they've come up nicely. So here we are at my watermelon bin. As you can see, the watermelons have taken a good liking to the soil in the container, and it has grown so much, and it is so pretty to look at. There's no melons or anything on it yet, but I'm sure it will grow. Wilder. I've noticed that I cut my grass yesterday, and I've noticed, well, 2 days ago, and I noticed that the watermelon plants were attaching itself by the tendrils to the grass. So I'm not sure if I should let it connect itself to the grass, or if I should place something under it so it does not connect to the grass, because I still want to be able to cut my grass around it. So I'll look into seeing what I can do about that, or if not, then I'll have to let it grow wild. Over here is the in-ground garden. I staked 2 6-foot poles where I'm gonna use for trellising. I have not strung it up yet. Not sure as if I want to go with the metal fencing or if I wanted to use twine. So I'm still debating on that. Here along the ends are cantaloupe. They are still coming along good. I have a flower on this one, and I'm starting to see bud action here, you know, to where the tendrils will start to grow and such. I planted right here white eggplant, and something started chewing on it, but I think this happened while it was still on my deck, because I just planted it in on Saturday. Sorry about my shadow. The sun has come out. Well, it's actually going down, It's about 6 p.m. here. A little late for me doing my videos, but it was blazing hot today, so I didn't want to come out in the sun. The second row there are 4 okra. They've started getting a second set, or I think a third set. I think they're working on their third set of leaves here. Well, no, maybe it's the second set, but you can see a little action going on there. Here is a watermelon. This is the Crimson Sweet. This one, this one, this one, and I think this one. No, I think just these 3 are the Crimson Sweet. And these 2 right here are the Sugar Baby watermelons. I added in a pumpkin right here. Yesterday I planted, well 2 days ago I planted zucchini and squash there. I bought a habanero pepper and put it there. And these 2 are my winter squash, spaghetti squash, that was outgrowing the peat pots. I've had them for about a week and I hadn't planted them. Here are my purple hull beans. They are coming along nicely, but something is chewing on them, which is fine. It's just the leaves. A few days ago I planted red and green romaine lettuce that I grew in cups. And you guys, I was so surprised to see these, which is probably a little hard to see on video, but right here, these are my asparagus. And there's some little ones coming up there. Here. I planted probably like 3 or 4 in each section. These came up and I thought that's all I was gonna get. And then when I put down the wood chips, I was thinking I'll just go ahead and plant more. But I started seeing them come up through the wood chips, as you can see right here. This one came up through the wood chip. And you can see these coming up through the wood chips right here. And people say that when you put down the wood chips, it may be hard for the seeds to emerge through the wood chips. But as small as those asparagus seeds are, or the plants that come, as small as they are, if they're able to push up through those wood chips, I think any seed should be able to push up through wood chips. Here I have my 4 Honey Delight, tomato plants. They are growing really nicely. And I planted another white eggplant here. And as you can see, I have 1 bud here. And I also planted 2 corns, but something destroyed one of them. And I have the one left here, and it's growing up nicely. I need to put some. You guys, I'm really liking this wood chip mulch, whatever you want to call it. I've been watching a lot of videos about the Back to Eden gardening, and I'm really liking it. Not to say that that's what I'm trying to do, but I like the fact that the wood chips help keep the soil moist. And I watered this morning, and the ground was still a little moist under the wood chips, and I hadn't watered in 2 days. I know I probably will not get away with not watering, but it's really helping me on the days like yesterday. I just could not get out here to water because it was hot. So that is my in-ground garden. My watermelon, which has grown really, really big, and it's sprawling out. And my 2 raised beds. Alright, you guys, I want to thank you guys for watching, taking a look at my videos, and commenting, and helping me out if I have questions. And as you can see here, I also put in 2 wood stakes. I'm going to take these out and I'm going to put 6-foot ones here, because this is where I'm going to trellis up my sugar snap peas. As you can see that they are tall and they need to be trellised because they're leaning over, and I don't want them to grow laying down. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching.